away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him. Right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my style.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is to a degree. Now, like, and when I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I gotta spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there.
Yeah.
Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, no, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see it.
Nah, you see this. They won't act like that. Oh, we got nothing to do with that.
Jay-Z has once again found himself in the spotlight as a new lawsuit links his name to the expanding controversy surrounding Diddy, while 50 Cent continues to increase pressure on those connected to the situation. The tension is rising rapidly. Diddy's legal troubles continue to grow, and his team is now seeking delays that could prolong the case for years. A recent filing indicates that the number of people affected may be much greater than initially expected, showing that this story is far from over. The situation becomes even more significant with confirmation that Cassie's set to testify, adding further credibility and impact to the case. As events continue to unfold, attention is shifting toward the high-profile individuals associated with Diddy and how each is becoming increasingly entangled in the controversy.
Got close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. Stop it, man. Just set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Like, you know, like hang out.
Yeah.
She said, I don't know, maybe I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you can give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's puff. He wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They said you're a hater. They said you're crazy.
Yeah, and now everybody's complaining my ass is hurting.
50 Cent has emerged as one of Diddy's most persistent critics, showing no intention of backing down as he continues to publicly question the people and decisions linked to the music mogul. During a recent podcast appearance, 50 claimed that Meek Mill was seen wearing matching outfits with Diddy at a party, an event he says he chose not to attend after feeling that something seemed off. According to 50, Diddy first invited him on a shopping trip, but he immediately declined, believing the invitation felt unusual and carefully planned. Meek, however, accepted the opportunity, reportedly viewing the connection as a potential boost for his career, not realizing it would later attract attention and add to the ongoing discussions surrounding Diddy's controversies.
20, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand?
Right.
And we here together and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
He ain't show up.
He had like 20 now. He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got them shits. He started drinking. His pictures with him. Things the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones, because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
His career, you can look at that as say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see that the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they would give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to
Jay-Z remains closely tied to the conversation as his name continues to appear throughout the growing controversy, keeping him at the center of public attention. For years, he and Beyonce have maintained well-known connections with Diddy, and according to 50 Cent and various industry commentators, those relationships point to long-established power structures within the hip-hop world. Some critics have even argued that the partnership between Jay-Z and Beyonce is driven more by strategic business interests than personal bonds. With all three figures operating within the same influential circles and supporting many of the same ventures, it's easy to see why Jay-Z continues to be linked to a controversy that shows no signs of fading away.
Was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take but he wants you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing a major effort to protect the big.
50 Cent appears determined to keep attention focused on the prominent figures connected to Diddy, and his comments regarding Meek Mill and Jay-Z seem to be only the beginning. He has indicated that he intends to continue examining and highlighting further connections as he scrutinizes the network surrounding Diddy's inner circle. From 50's point of view, this is merely the first step in revealing what he believes is a much broader set of relationships and associations as the situation continues to develop.
You're not gonna believe it. Shout at Def Jam, we the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know?
Looking back at the people who surrounded Diddy in 2010, it's remarkable how many well-known figures later distanced themselves, often acting as if those close relationships had never existed despite once appearing to be trusted associates. Artists such as Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher were frequently seen in his circle during that period, making the change in their public associations even more noticeable. In May 2018, scrutiny increased after an incident at Trump's National Doral Golf Course in Miami led to a temporary shutdown, drawing attention to Jonathan Audi, who later alleged that he had been influenced and mistreated during a period he connected to Diddy. As more details continue to emerge, The expanding list of individuals linked to that era keeps prompting difficult questions and maintains a strong focus on events from the past.
Diddy Combs is facing new accusations of human trafficking as he awaits his federal trial. In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and names celebs such as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son Christian Combs. There, he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals, including Jacob Arabo, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, and Beyonce Knowles Carter, are identified as witnesses due to their presence or knowledge of the events surrounding the freak-off orchestrated by defendant Diddy. Wow. And freak-off, of course, is something that we've heard many times before, both in Combs' criminal case and other civil cases, to describe these prolonged sexual episodes, usually with sex workers. But Manzaro is suing Sean Combs. He is suing a man named Eric Mejias. He is suing Brendan Paul, who's been described in another lawsuit as Sean Combs' drug mule, Emilio Estefan, who is married to pop superstar Gloria Estefan, and Adria English, who filed her own lawsuit against Sean Combs, claiming she too was a victim of sex trafficking. By the way, it's interesting he's not suing these other celebrities that I mentioned, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Gloria Estefan, possibly because he doesn't believe their alleged liability amounted to a civil claim, but seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to imagine they will do everything in their power to quash any subpoena should this case progress, and we'll talk a little bit more about what.
A recently filed civil lawsuit has further intensified the controversy, naming Jay-Z, Beyonce, and LeBron James in relation to a gathering hosted by Diddy where a man alleges he was subjected to serious mistreatment. The plaintiff, Joseph Manzaro, claims that in 2015 he was intentionally impaired, transported without proper consent, and exposed to harm as part of an alleged coordinated effort involving Diddy and others. Although these allegations remain unproven and are still being addressed through the legal system, the case continues to grow in scope, with speculation that more individuals could be named as the investigation progresses, adding to increasing demands for transparency and accountability should any misconduct ultimately be established.
Really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. Nah, but I haven't said that publicly. I just did. Y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But that one, y'all was your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that?
Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It isn't just figures from hip-hop whose associations with Diddy have drawn attention, as several well-known Hollywood names have also been loosely connected to his wider social circle over the years. High-profile celebrities such as Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez have often been mentioned as part of overlapping industry networks, which is why renewed interest has emerged around past comments involving them. Claims about Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez attending Diddy's private gatherings have circulated for years and even appeared in late-night comedy discussions, including on Jimmy Kimmel's show. While Will Smith previously did not publicly address such talk, his later willingness to speak on related subjects has been interpreted by some as awareness of how quickly public narratives can expand around anyone connected, directly or indirectly, to Diddy amid ongoing legal and public scrutiny.
If you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way. Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
I took
a pill. But it was for me to perform better. Or to remember, buddy. I didn't f***ing give her a drink so she forget what the f*** happened. What the f*** is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drinks. I gave me the f***ing drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the f***? Yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people to feel like you would have something or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think that everybody in hip-hop culture is with that shit.
Unlike many others associated with that circle, 50 Cent says he has nothing to hide and no questionable history tied to the situation. He argues that many people in Hollywood were aware of the type of environment surrounding Diddy's events, but still chose to attend. In contrast, 50 maintains that he deliberately kept his distance, setting clear boundaries and avoiding anything he felt was off or uncertain. He describes this separation as a conscious decision, saying he wanted no involvement in that world and ensured his name was never connected to that lifestyle.
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now, and then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. All of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go into the 90s and Kiki D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries that went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily
Another high-profile name being discussed in connection with the situation is Leonardo DiCaprio. While his personal life has frequently attracted media attention in the past, recent focus has turned to reports suggesting his presence at several of Diddy's widely discussed gatherings. What was once considered typical celebrity overlap is now being re-examined as the broader situation unfolds. As scrutiny increases around individuals linked to Diddy's circle, DiCaprio's reported attendance at these events has raised new questions and added another layer to a story that continues to grow more complex over time.
Docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like, when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them, and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like, when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with, like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy. It's kind of interesting. I think that civil suit turned into a look. They looked at it like maybe it's a criminal situation.
Right.
A little early, and it could have been the same lobbyists and the same people that use their connections to make that happen for Puff.
Is that kind of why you was going hard on him the last couple years? Is it because of the liquor situation? Because, to be honest, since the situation he's in now, it's kind of like you fell back on him. Was this all over the liquor, or you just said?
Well, most of that was motivation. That was competing,
right?
With brands, and they was ahead of me,
right?
Because he had been working on Ciroc and stuff like that, and then integrating it into our culture with Coco Loso and different things with different people connected to it. So yeah, that's what that was. But when you look at, he would do a lot of foul shit, like behind the scenes. He would do some foul.
With 50 Cent's upcoming documentary now approaching release, several celebrities linked to Diddy are reportedly paying close attention, aware of the attention it could generate once it comes out. A project Diddy himself publicly addressed in December 2023. Scheduled for release in the coming months, the film is expected to look beyond Diddy's personal history and examine the wider network that surrounded him. According to 50 Cent, the documentary will go further than recycled rumors or surface-level commentary, instead focusing on how his alleged operations functioned behind the scenes and who may have benefited from being close to that influence. That anticipation is reportedly why many industry figures are quietly preparing for what might emerge when the project is finally released.
That's what they f***ed up at. You can tell me Puff went away for a long time, bro, but do you not hear the of Meek Mill? Do you not hear all of the shake it off, take that of Will Smith? Can you not give me the oh God of TD Jakes? I just don't want to be in the room where niggas be actually doing this shit, man, because that's crazy for a real Crip to pull up and be like, yo, my nigga, like, check this out. Like, I really heard Carl Winslow in there. Like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm getting slapped like that. Slap. Who is he banging this out like a... Next thing you know, he walk in there and it's actually my mother.
Is Diddy a dangerous man?
Nah, you missed the fact that was my mom. Like, that was Jaguar Wright getting... That's cool. Carl Winslow, you know.
I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place.
Usher, Odell Beckham Jr., Terrence Howard, and Justin Bieber have all been mentioned in wider online discussions around Diddy, and the list of familiar names continues to grow as public attention increases. Orlando Brown, despite his controversial reputation, has also made repeated claims suggesting he has knowledge of uncomfortable truths about industry figures who, in his view, present a different image publicly than they do in private.
How did that, of all questions,
When did you miss that train?
how did that go?
That train might have left the
That
station,
train took
but
off
you
from
were
the
right
station.
there.
Yeah,
You
that
were
train-
right there to get
that
on
train
that.
took off from the station for sure.
You were close.
Yeah.
I wasn't at that train station.
You left early? You left early?
No, that was down the street from me. I wasn't there. No.
Did you ever meet Diddy?
Yo, what the
Bro, yo, I forgot you
He's like,
actually
yo,
might have.
I've seen
He
pictures
actually
with you
might have.
there.
Cassie has reportedly been identified as a key government witness, a development that significantly increases pressure on Diddy and raises the stakes of the case. Reports suggest she may have first-hand insight into how parts of his operation functioned, which could make her testimony difficult to dispute or dismiss. As Gene Deal has stated, Cassie's earlier civil lawsuit was not an isolated event, but one that helped trigger broader investigation and shift momentum toward potential criminal scrutiny. With her testimony now expected to play a central role, it could become one of the most influential elements of the case, potentially reshaping the direction of the legal proceedings as they move forward.
Here's a little bit more about what we know of Dr. Dawn Hughes. So it's in an exhibit that was filed in this case, and it's called Disclosure as to Expert Witness Dawn M. Hughes, PhD, ABPP. Dr. Hughes is a clinical psychologist and a board-certified forensic psychologist and a leading expert on sexual abuse, interpersonal violence, victimization, and traumatic stress. The following includes the anticipated opinions the government expects Dr. Hughes will offer regarding sexual abuse and victim responses to sexual abuse, coercive control, coping strategies during and in relation to sexual abuse, delayed disclosure, and memory of sexual abuse. Quote, the government expects that Dr. Hughes will testify about coercive control as a tactic of victimization, i.e. the state to process of becoming a victim, and a strategy to gain dominance across a spectrum of relationships. Coercive control often includes a variety of physical, sexual, and/or emotional tactics that together function to control the victim. Allegations implicate dozens of unidentified witnesses and alleged co-conspirators around the world, and some of the key witnesses to the supposed incidents are dead. Basically meaning, how can we defend against it? The defense is not even permitted to share the identities of the individuals described in the disclosure letter with Mr. Combs until April 18th, further hampering defense counsel's ability to investigate. Collectively, these new allegations require many months, if not years, to investigate, and if admitted, would require a series of mini-trials certain to double the length of a trial the government originally said would last 3 weeks. So this is an explosive allegation that on its face, I don't know if I necessarily disagree with. If they are bringing in evidence of uncharged conduct, wouldn't the defense have an opportunity to investigate it and challenge it? It seems like they're making a point. So if this evidence is allowed...
50 Cent is being portrayed as one of the few figures willing to fully expose the situation. With his upcoming docuseries Did He Do It?, generating significant attention ahead of its release. When it arrives, it is expected not to avoid difficult questions, but to directly address the story, potentially revealing details that many may have preferred to remain private. The situation is still unfolding, and further developments could continue to shift public perception as new information emerges. The next phase of the story may bring revelations that reshape how the entire narrative is understood, as audiences await what comes next.